They say when thunder cracks the sky, it's Shango speaking. But in the village of Alolyoji, the people knew better. They knew thunder was the sound of his rage, searching for the daughter he lost. This is the story of Aina, the girl who should never have been born. 16 years ago, during the worst storm anyone could remember, a baby's cry pierced through the thunder. The midwife stumbled backward in terror. The child's eyes glowed like lightning. Her mother, Yemoja, a priestess of the river goddess, knew immediately what had happened. One night, months before, Shango himself had visited her in the form of a stranger with eyes that sparkled. Now, holding this impossible child, she understood the danger. You cannot stay here, the village elders warned. The thunder god's children bring only destruction. Remember the last one. An entire village burned when he came of age. But Yemoja refused to abandon her daughter. She made a choice that would change everything. She sought out the oldest Babalawo in all of Yorubaland, a diviner who lived at the edge of the cursed forest. Hide her power, Yemoja begged. Make her ordinary. The Babalawo worked for 3 days and 3 nights. He created a special necklace of black stone and cowrie shells, bound with incantations. As long as Aina wore it, her divine nature would sleep. She would be human. Normal. Safe. But every spell has a price. For 16 years, Aina lived as a simple village girl. She didn't know why storms made her restless. She didn't know why she could sense electricity in the air before lightning struck. She didn't know why her mother watched her with such faithful love. Then came the drought. 6 months without rain. The crops withered. Children grew thin. The river goddess herself seemed to have abandoned them. Desperate, the village council decided to perform an ancient ritual, one forbidden for generations. They would call Shango himself and beg for rain. They built a ceremonial fire. They beat the thunder drums. They danced and chanted as lightning began to flicker in the distant sky. Aina watched from her window, something stirring deep inside her. The necklace around her throat suddenly felt tight. Burning. She reached up to loosen it and the ancient thread snapped. The cowrie shells scattered across the floor. And Aina remembered everything. She remembered the realm of the gods. She remembered her father's voice like rolling thunder. She remembered why her mother had hidden her. Because Shango's children were weapons. Wild. Uncontrollable. Dangerous. Outside, the ritual reached its peak. The elders called louder. And something answered. The sky split open with a sound that shook the earth. But this wasn't rain. This was fury. Shango had heard their call, and he was coming to find what was stolen from him 16 years ago. Aina stumbled into the village square as lightning struck the sacred tree, exploding it into flames. The villagers screamed and scattered. Above them, the clouds swirled into a face of pure rage. Where is my daughter? The voice boomed across the sky. Aina's mother ran toward her, tears streaming. Please, put the necklace back on. He'll take you from me. But Aina looked at her burning village, at the terrified children, at the sky crackling with her father's uncontrolled rage. She felt the power coursing through her veins, wild and electric and terrifying. She had a choice. Hide again. Become small and human and safe. Or step into the storm. Aina walked to the center of the square. She raised her arms to the sky. And for the first time in her life, she spoke to her father. I am here. Lightning struck around her in a circle, but she didn't flinch. Energy crackled along her skin, lifting her hair, making her eyes glow white hot. She was terrifying. She was magnificent. She was exactly what she was always meant to be. You want your daughter, she called to the storm. Then listen to her. These people are under my protection now. You will give them rain, not destruction. You will bless them, not punish them. Or you will have to go through me. The silence that followed was absolute. Then, slowly, the thunder began to laugh. Not cruel laughter. Proud laughter. The storm cloud softened. And the rain began to fall. Gentle at first, then stronger. Sweet, life-giving rain. They say Aina still lives in Alolyoji. They say she wears no necklace now. They say when storms come, She stands on the highest hill and speaks to her father in the language of lightning. The village never lacks for rain anymore. But on quiet nights, when distant thunder rumbles, mothers still tell their daughters Aina's story. Not as a warning, but as a promise. That the power you fear inside yourself might be exactly what the world needs you to become.